Hello everybody, my name is Infinity, and today we're making another custom tree because I didn't like the other one, and I'm probably guessing you didn't too because it was a bit weird. Which is basically what I'm doing in this video, just removing the weirdness out of it. So I'm going to be using the 6-sided logs on here, so that there's no bits of center of the log in there, which looks a bit odd, which is what I had a minute ago. I'm changing that out. And as you can see, the base and the trunk of the tree looks so much more connected, and it doesn't look like a cone with a long stick attached to it, which is not what it's supposed to look like if I know what a tree looks like. And the branches as well was another flaw of the old tree. It was very spread out, which is not what you want from a tree. You want it to kind of be crowded, but not too crowded, which makes it a lot easier to have leaves on it as well, because then you have giant blocks of leaves and either that or gaps, which looks obviously not that good at all. Or just having a big log with a mushroom bush thing on top of it, which is what default trees look like. So at least it was better than that, but I think we could have done much better than that, which is what we're doing in this video. And as you can see, I've got way more branches than the other video, because that was kind of where it went wrong. You meant to fill out the space at the top of the tree when you're making a tree. So that is what I did not do, and now I'm doing it. Pretty simple. I'm using the same techniques with the diagonals, and some bits being longer and shorter, and having bits that spew off the sides and bits that are higher. Basically everything you'd expect with a tree. Like here you got the diagonals bits, and then some bits that go off the bottom like that, which looks quite nice in the end. It looks like little branches coming off of the main branch, which is quite nice. So now I'm adding on the top branches that kind of go a little bit higher up. Not like two different layers, which is what the other tree video looked like, which is not good at all, I must be honest. So now it looks a bit more interlaced, looks like it's different layers rather than different sections of the tree. And as you can see, the space is pretty filled. You can kind of get that now. There's a little bit of a gap on the left side, which I don't think I noticed whilst making this video, but I imagine by the end result it will look much better. And as you can see now, I'm kind of adding on a branch that comes off of the trunk of the tree and up into a branch at the top, which makes it look connected a bit more, like the trunk to the branches. It looks a bit more connected. It looks nice. It's a feature I didn't have in the other tree, and that's what I wanted to try and add. I think it might look quite nice. Here's a 360 degree view of the tree and the top as well. It looks a bit weird. It looks very rough and natural, which is good. So now I'm adding the leaves. The leaves is probably the easiest part, I must say, because most of what you do is literally just put leaves on every face of the wooden blocks, which is quite easy to do. So you're just basically making sure that you can't see any of the bits of wood at all. There's not bits hanging out or anything, which doesn't look good at all, let's be honest. And because the branches are quite close together, you can see that just by adding leaves touching the bits of wood, they already look quite connected. There's not big gaps. I don't need to do much leaf work, which is pretty ideal with these types of trees. And obviously there's different types of oak trees you can make. Obviously this is just the one I'm going for. I did kind of notice it looks a bit like a dark oak tree. I don't know, it's big and then kind of spews out a bit. Well, that's just what I think anyway. So you can see I'm kind of editing the trunk of the tree here, and the bit that goes off of the side. Making it 3D makes it look amazing. It has great depth to it as well, and that just makes it look that bit better. Like when you're building a house, you don't have one of the walls completely flat, do you? You have depth, and that's basically the same with the tree too. So I kind of forgot to do the bottom sides of the wood, because I was doing this in creative obviously at the top, and I kind of forgot that it existed. So that's just what I'm kind of doing now. And you can see that there's kind of different heights of the leaves, which I wasn't very fond of, so I'm just kind of filling it out a bit, adding some detail. And I didn't like that branch there, I just thought it looked a bit weird and not quite part of the tree, so I'm just changing that as well. You can do that in your tree, absolutely fine. And here we go, this is the front view. This is what I got so far. You can see there's kind of the gaps there. I'm just trying to fill them in, making it look kind of a bit more whole rather than like, I don't really know. It's just very gappy. Some bits stick out, some bits don't, which doesn't look that good. So I'm just kind of trying to fill the gaps, making sure that it looks as good as it probably could be. And this is the finished result. As you can see here, it doesn't look so good from the sides and the back. I was kind of intending to make this look good from the front. Here's a bit from the bottom view. And that is basically the tree. Here's the top view as well. You can see it is the diagonal bits as well, which looks nice. So that's basically the tree. There's also alternatives to this tree that I've made as well, like using the Azalea leaf box, like you can see here, as well as the glowberries, which really adds just a bit more detail and I think just looks really nice. But other than that, I guess there's nothing more to say than thank you for watching this video. If you did like the video, you know there's a like button underneath the video, right? It helps out the channel a lot. So thank you very much for watching again, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.